Hi, I'm Mary Lou from the Exton Greenhouse. Thank you for joining us on this segment on repotting your houseplants. If you're like me, you took a lot of your houseplants outside for a little vacation of their own this summer for fresh air and sunshine. But now we have to look at how many are ready to be repotted. So one of our favorites here at Waterloo and a lot of our customers is the peace lily. I'm going to take it out of the pot that it's been in all summer and see how the roots look. Ooh, this is perfect. Nice, healthy roots. A little bit root bound though, so we're ready to repot this. Before I repot it, I'm going to clip off some of the spent blooms first, because as you know, when you clip off the dead ones, more energy goes to the new blooms underneath. So we're just going to have a few right here we're going to cut off, just like that. Cut it down below so you don't see the stalks poking up. Now we're going to put it in a nice pot about 2 inches bigger than the existing pot that you had it in. So you see this is the size that I had. I'm going just a couple sizes bigger than that. First I'm going to put a couple of inches soil in the bottom of the new pot. Create a little bit of a well. Separate it in the center is fine. And then I'm going to loosen the roots of this because as I said it was a little bit tight. And the goal is to separate some of the old soil and loosen the roots. It can take it. Some people are afraid to touch the roots, but don't be afraid. You can't really hurt it. Just get rid of some of this loose, old soil. And these roots are dying to get into fresh soil. And if your soil doesn't have any kind of fertilizer in it, put a little of Osmocote in it. Osmocote is a slow-release timed fertilizer. So this will be good for about 3 months. You don't have to worry about fertilizing it with any other houseplant food. Mix it into the soil. Put a little more soil on top. Now we have a nicely repotted houseplant ready to go back inside. But if this is not formal enough, perhaps you have this in a living room, you want something a little dressier, then you can put it in one of your existing pots already. Don't ever plant it directly in a pot without a hole. You always want a drainage hole. But if this is for a more formal setting, then you just rest this right inside. And this fits beautifully, just like that. Gorgeous. And when you're ready to water it, how easy is that to just take this out, put this in your kitchen sink, let the water drain right through the hole in the bottom of this. You'll know exactly how much water your peace lily's getting. And put it back in. It shouldn't be sitting in water in the bottom of your pot. Okay? We're all set. You're ready to go back inside with your peace lily. Our next plant we're going to be taking care of is one of my favorites, and that's the rubber tree plant. The rubber tree plant is fabulous. This one's been outside. We've repotted it into a beautiful pot with a nice tray attached to it. Fertilized it. This is ready to go back inside, but it's a little bit dusty from being outside all summer. It catches just little particles in the air, sometimes some driplets from water residue also. So we're ready to shine it up right now. You don't do anything, no rubbing at all. Just a little bit of our leaf shine, which is fabulous for a rubber tree plant. You don't want to use it on any heavy flowering plants though, or cactus or anything like that. But anything that just needs to be shined up a little bit. Your philodendrons would love this, as a matter of fact. Look how easy this is. Looks like a brand new plant. That's it. Ready to go right back inside. Thanks for joining us at Waterloo Exton Gardens. We greatly appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions, please come by and see us at the greenhouse in Devon or in Exton. We'll be glad to answer any of your questions.